Almost 2 years ago, I bought this EVO X abandoned in New Jersey. There's been numerous times since then where I've put the car off to the side, essentially giving up. But as you've seen, the car is now almost complete. Keyword, almost. We'll get into that in this video. Well, the EVO X is up on jack stands because we've got a situation to assess. You're probably wondering why on earth I'm not driving this thing yet. And well, there's a few reasons. First off, we don't have a hood latch, so definitely can't drive without that. Second, our skirts are just kind of chilling in there. They're just bolted up for mock-up purposes, not permanently installed yet. But most importantly, and the real reason why I haven't really even left the driveway is we have some sort of drivetrain malfunction. There is a very audible pop, click, kind of thumping sound underneath. If I'm doing like just a reversing out of the garage or turning, anything like that. And it recently started leaking gear oil from somewhere around the transmission transfer case area. So that's why we got it lifted up. We're gonna try to assess that today. And I'm just gonna slap you guys on the GoPro. We'll jump underneath the car, see if we can't figure out what this issue is. So looking underneath, we definitely have some gear oil here on the transmission, and it looks like it's dripping off this brace, which kind of goes into exactly what I thought it might be, which is that CV axle potentially not being all the way in the transmission. That would cause it to leak and also cause it to pop. So, looking at it kind of through here, definitely looks like it's maybe not set in all the way. Let's come over to the other side, and that one looks like it's a lot more sealed off. So maybe that's our issue. There's definitely gear oil leaking around that seal. So let's go ahead and pull that CV axle out and see if we can't get it set in there a little bit better. Well, we definitely figured it out. Check this out. I haven't pulled the axle out of the transmission yet, but I can literally just slide it around. So I'm thinking it's missing a circlip, or the circlip ain't circlipping in there. Not really sure, but either way, that's definitely where our leakage is coming from. I'm not sure if I want to pull this out now or try to find a circlip. So once we kind of pull this out, we're kind of immobilized. So here's the rundown. We got the CV axle out, and I also went and pulled the little middle inner half shaft, whatever you want to call it. Pulled that out as well. Saw that the circlip was actually still on there. So I went and mated these two together outside the car, and it does lock together. There's no issues. So for whatever reason, I think we just couldn't get the CV axle in far enough to lock it together, which I don't really know why. So what I'm gonna try to do is install it all in one piece. And if this side locks in and we can't pull it out, then we know we're good to go. So let's give it a shot. This might be our solution. Well, after literal hours and multiple phone calls about this thing, I think we're finally locked in there. I was honestly about to just give up on this thing. I've spent multiple hours trying to get this thing to lock in. When I pull the CV axle and the inner shaft out, they mate together just fine outside the car. If I put it in as one unit, now the backside of that inner shaft won't mate. The circlip just can't reach that other end. For whatever reason, I don't know what's going on. So what I did, I put the inner shaft in first. I greased up the little circlip that the CV axle mates to. And then I just angled the opening down, and I just beat on it with a big metal mallet until something clicked. And this seems to be locked in there now. We'll see. Once we get everything back together, we'll top it off on transmission fluid again. And if we don't have any pops and it's not leaking, we should be in business. But Yeah, I honestly don't know why it would do that. It almost was seeming like the inner shaft was too short and it wasn't sticking out enough for the circlip to actually mate with the CV axle, but they came with the car. Now, granted, they weren't in the car when I got it because it was all torn apart, but being that they came with the car, I guess I kind of figured that they just go together. So, I don't know. I got the car all back together, lowered back down on the ground, and you know, obviously I can't drive the car because I don't have a hood latch, but I'll be able to know immediately if I back into the driveway and pull back in because it was making that clicking sound every time I drove it. So let's move the hatch, we'll back this out, see if it's making any noises. If it is, I'll probably have to order a new inner shaft and a CV axle and see if that helps. But other than that, I have absolutely no idea. I'm totally counting on me being absolutely stumped in the next 5 minutes, but we'll see what happens. At the current moment, it seems like our problem is solved. It would 100% click and pop like crazy before. Anytime I was backing up, pulling in nice and slow, turning, it would, every time. And it didn't do it there, so who knows what'll happen when I actually start driving it and ripping on it, but I guess we'll see when that time comes. What we will be able to watch for is if it starts leaking gear oil again. Right now it seems to be fine, but if we let it sit overnight and there's a puddle under it, then we know we still got an issue. But it's minorly relieving knowing we may have fixed this issue because I was stumped there for about 5 to 6 hours because the thing just didn't want to seat. Well, boys, it's just me in the shop, no cars. We got to get to cleaning, but first, I need to show you something. We got a new member of the family here. This is Lambo. Come here, buddy. Sit. Sit. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Sit. Good boy. This is my new 3-year-old all-black German Shepherd. And if you guys know, I actually built my entire brand around a German Shepherd. I felt like it was time to finally add one to the family again. So this is gonna be my new best friend, a new member of the channel, and yeah, I want you guys to meet Lambo. So I picked him up in Virginia on Sunday. There was a listing for him online saying he needed to be rehomed due to a family situation that was going on. So we ended up with this guy, and he is really, really good. He's well trained already. There's a few habits we need to break him out of, but for the most part, he is an absolute love, and he's going to be a really, really good addition to the household here. If you guys don't know, I do live alone. I got a decent sized house, and it's just me and a bunch of cars, so I needed someone to keep me company. So we got our boy Lambo now, and yeah, I'm super excited. I am a big dog person and a big German Shepherd person, so yeah, he should fit in quite well. Now on a side note, you guys are probably wondering why I'm not driving the EVO, and you saw in the beginning of the video really the reason why I'm not driving it, but that car I've put off to the side so many times since I've owned it, and it's honestly because not only do other cars kind of have priority over that one, but that car has been so accused that every time I work on it, it's another issue that I find, and it's like, it almost seems like it's never ending for me. Like, I know it's never ending for you because you just see me work and work and work, but it's literally, I do one thing and find another, and what? I know, you want all the attention. You want all the attention. For example, every single bolt, nut, thread, everything in that car is broken, cross-threaded, stripped, twisted, you name it. Like, I have replaced almost every single bolt that I can in that car. I just feel like there's still so much to do and so much that I haven't touched and so many little things that I just like lose interest in working on that damn car. It is close. Like, if I can get this axle situation figured out, which I know I kind of left you off on thinking it was right, but I don't think it's right. I think there's still something wrong. I ordered another inner shaft, so we'll give that thing a shot and see if it fixes itself. But yeah, that car drives me crazy. Like, I'd much rather work on a Subaru all day than that EVO. Yeah. So besides the EVO, we got the twin turbo hatch. That thing, same thing, we still need ECU, a fuel system, and nitrous to get that car where I want it to be. And then the KSTI, few things I want to work out on that. We got motor mounts, power steering, and then just button up the loose ends. My driver's side door doesn't open from the inside right now because I forgot to put the cable in, or I didn't put it in right from the inside, so little things like that we got to work out. We got some customer cars. We got a big project coming in tomorrow, totaled car that we're going to be completely gutting and putting into a different car, something like that. Got a lot going on. And then June 1st, we're opening the Panzerbilt site back up, and gonna do something special there. Trying to think what else. The shop's a disaster. I really got to clean this place up, which is what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna get this place nice and clean. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I am extremely busy these next 2 months or so. We got a lot going on, and I really need to find a shop or something because I'm playing musical cars every day. Like, if I show you the driveway, we got, how many cars we got here right now? We got that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 cars in the driveway, and it's really like a 1-lane driveway. Like, I can fit 2 cars right outside the garage, but then it narrows down. And when I park in the grass, we get the ants in the cars, and it's just a problem. So, yeah, I know, we need a shop. We need a shop. And the lift would be nice. So if anyone around here is in the Goldsboro area knows of a shop, that'd be really sick. But I'm not counting on it. What else? What else we got for him? What's going on here? You are shedding like Brayden. The next few things we gotta do with the EVO besides figure out that axle issue is just a bunch of little stuff. We gotta get the side skirts actually mounted up instead of just held on with like 2 screws. Gotta get the front bumper mounted up. We gotta go brush you again. Front bumper's gotta get permanently mounted. Button up any other loose ends with the car. We need a hood latch. I have that on order. I have the hood little weather strip on order. What's going on? Yeah, just gotta do a bunch of little stuff. I'm probably not even gonna put it on camera because it's literally like drilling holes and threading bolts together. It ain't worth putting on camera. So, with that said, I don't really have much else for this video. I just wanted to kind of go over some of the stuff that's going on here and why I'm taking so long with that car. I want it to be right. I don't need it to be 100% perfect and super clean, like brand new restored, because like I said, I'm gonna daily it when it's done. But it's one thing after another with that thing, and it drives me absolutely nuts. So that's pretty much it. I think that sums up everything I wanted to talk about for the most part. That car will be done eventually, but every time I work on it, I just keep losing interest because it's just, yeah, it's never ending. You gonna drink all my coolant and oil as it drips underneath the cars? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's the last thing you can do, take it to the vet. Ah, he's so good. You're so good. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Alright, boys. I will catch you in the next one. We're gonna clean up the shop and yeah. We got work to do. Let's go, buddy.
Some poopy.